Hello and welcome to elementary school. This is lesson 1.2.1, the things they don't teach you in school. And in this lesson, we're going to talk about the fundamentals of true wealth. These lessons are taken from your back office and are provided by Andrey Khovratov. I am Ainslie and I am your narrator. The fundamentals of true wealth. Let us think a little and name a few things triggering positive emotions. Being healthy makes one person happy, while others think being in a relationship or being around friends is making them happier. For some, happiness is money and having enough wealth for themselves. There are also those who are happy when helping and caring after others. And there are those who are focused on personal growth and self-education, and that makes them happy. The list can go on and on. People define happiness and find triggers of positive emotions in different circumstances. Everyone has their own reason to be happy. Let's take a look at the 5 fingers on your hand. You have the little finger, the ring finger, the middle finger, the index finger, and your thumb. What exactly are we looking for? Something I call the true wealth. It is a model of wealth, and you can have it right in front of you at all times. The model represents the harmonic way a person should be developing to achieve wealth. Let's look at the little finger. The little finger reminds us of our health. To become financially wealthy, it is important to take care of your health. You have to maintain your well-being, live long enough, and be able to enjoy what you have earned. Chasing after money, people often forget how much energy it requires to get to where you want to be. The strength and energy can never be recovered if you will not stop before it is too late. There is no amount of money that will justify lost limbs, kidneys, eyes, or a heart. When I was 23 years old, I lived in a small town and had a small business. There was a well-known businessman in the town, and one day I wanted to become just like him. I wanted to have as much money as he did. I wanted to have as much freedom as he did, and I wanted to have life just like he did. Sadly, after a medical checkup, he found out he had cancer. Cancer had spread, and is at a very last stage. There was almost zero chance of him fighting the disease. The businessman has sold everything he had, borrowed money, and went to Europe for treatment. It did not matter for him if he would become poor for the rest of his life. He would do anything he can just to stay alive and be healthy again. The treatment had paused the spread of cancer, and he was able to live a few more months. He came back home early spring and passed as soon as lilac bloomed. A very sad story, don't you think? And when I had heard the story of his last moments 3 years later, it made me think, and eventually made me understand. Money without health is meaningless. And if money alone is meaningless, what should the goal be? I thought about it quite extensively. Slowly, one step at a time, I began to study reasons people die and common health issues we have. Evidence of my study were pointing to improper diet as the cause of most common health issues. The food we consume does not always come with all the nutrients required to sustain our bodies. I also found how can ecology and the environment have an effect on our well-being. To confront the harmful effects of modern life, we have to aid our bodies with proper diet. The road to being wealthy has no shortcuts. To become wealthy, we must become healthy and make friends of our own body. A body is a soul's temple. Let us protect and keep our temple tidy and give our soul room to grow and achieve new goals. In our next audio, we will be looking at the ring finger, and this represents our attitude towards what we encounter in our life. So please proceed to the next podcast where I will explain the meaning of the attitude to life. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next podcast.